Welcome to the Next Biggest Winner. I'm George Cholis, host of the show that helps you find your next big winning stock. As you can see, we're coming to you again from the Sheraton Hotel in Toronto, site of the Toronto Resource Investment Conference hosted by Cambridge House International. We got 4 great companies for you in today's show: Goldquest, Synapsis, Micromem, and Excalibur. Joining us now, Bill Fisher of Goldquest. You may know the Dominican Republic for its gold and sunshine, but Goldquest is showing that the real gold is in the ground. Here to talk with us about that is Bill Fisher of Goldquest. Bill, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Let's get straight to it. How much gold have you discovered in the Dominican Republic?
Well, in this project, we've had some fantastic drilling results. We made a big discovery last May, about 14 months ago, and there was 230 meters of around 10 grams of gold, which is a phenomenal drill hole.
Probably to say the least.
Probably one of the best drill holes of the last 5 years anywhere in the world. And we're very pleased because this hole came from below the ground. It doesn't come to surface. It's what's called a blind deposit. So we used geophysical techniques and smart geologists to find something that has never been found before in this area. So it's a new belt that's emerging, the Terreo Formation, and I think we'll see this over the years. This area is going to produce a lot of gold.
So you said that this is maybe one of the best. How do your drill results stack up against others out there? You're saying it's one of the best in recent years.
Yes, I'd say so. I'd say there's probably 2 or 3 other companies in the last 3 or 4 years who've had drill holes of this nature anywhere in the world. So they really are that good. And what we've been doing, the first 4 or 5 drill holes were spectacular, and we had a very good run up. The share price went up about 5,000%.
5,000%.
Yes, that's right. And so and it's come down somewhat since then, but even so, it was a great deal of excitement. But since then, we've been doing a lot more drilling. We raised a lot of money at that period. And then we've been drilling with up to 4 rigs at one point to try and delineate this very quickly.
And that actually dovetails in my question, which is, it seems like you've got a real tiger by the tail there. But the one Achilles heel of most smaller companies is funding. Do you have enough cash in order to really delineate this and find out what you've got? Or could you be at the risk of the capital markets, which seem to be strangling a lot of the smaller companies?
They have been difficult, but because of our results, we managed to raise money. We did 2 bought deal financings about this time last year, and that raised us over $20 million. And we still have $12.5 million as of today. And we've done 30,000 or 40,000 meters of drilling since then, which is a lot of drilling.
That's extensive.
And we've been drilling into this deposit. We're looking in the next couple of weeks to be putting out our first formal resource to the Canadian 43-101 standards. And this is from the first, from 15 months from the discovery to putting a resource out is very, very fast.
What's your goal here? Because you've got the funding. Is there a temptation for you as a company to take this right through to production, or you want to take it to as far as you can go? You got funding to 2015, and then perhaps look to sell it outright to a bigger company?
Well, that's as may be. I mean, my view is that if you're going to be bought out, it's the other guy's money, it's his choice. But if you get an offer you can't refuse, you offer it to shareholders, and they make a choice. But we have the ability to take it all the way. My CEO, I'm the chairman of the company of Goldquest, and the CEO, Julio Espeya, is a Dominican national and a mining engineer. And in a previous company, we built a mine in the Dominican in 2008 on time and on budget. And then eventually it was sold 2 years after it got into production. So we can build it. We know how to build mines in the Dominican Republic. And if it comes to that, we'll build it.
Tell me a little bit about the Dominican, because tongue-in-cheek, I said at the beginning of this that most people know the Dominican for the gold and sunshine at the end of the day. But that is a fact. I don't know how many people actually realize that the Dominican is rich in resources. So what's it like doing business there? And what drove you to the Dominican? Even obviously you have pedigree, they have history there. What drove you to the Dominican of all places instead of Nevada and Ontario and Quebec and the standard place that everyone looks?
Well, it's been gold known there for a long time, since Columbus landed there in his first voyage, and he went there for the gold. One of our projects, actually, in Columbus's second voyage, he panned for gold on top of it, or his group did. So it's a long history. There's a big mine called Pueblo Viejo, which is owned by Barrick and Goldcorp, which is a second biggest gold mine in the Americas there. There's a very big nickel mine. And so there is a lot of history there, but the new belt where we are is a new area, it's a new frontier, never been found gold of this nature and before. So we're very proud to have discovered what we think is going to be an emerging mining district.
So now everyone at home has got two reasons to go to the Dominican. One, go on vacation, but while they're there, drop by Goldquest, take a look at the operations, and maybe even become a shareholder and pay for the vacation all in one shot.
Absolutely. Come along and see us. We're very pleased to see people.
Bill, I was very pleased to see you on today's show. I've known you for a long time. You're highly respected in the industry, and I want to really thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the roundtable at the end of the show.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with Dan Amadori of Micromem Technologies.